I gotta get money for the 9 to 5, and I need a facelift on my old school ride. I'm scraping change on my true qualification, but I'm still able so I get every station. Now don't let them say it when they tell you something's free. They think about half with the taxes fee, but now I'm blowing out some calls. My fucking job, walking to my room to a 60th tenant, and I got a fat deal on my smart tax selling. I only got a ride up legit. They got some big one, and that's the biggest that was hit. Was looking sick. System was hitting, all I did was stay sick. You know it's all the same. Ain't shit changed since the big game. They fucking with the plane. Mid-range, taxes still.
The lottery. I don't want to get hit for any infringements right now. Been trying to be a good following the broadcast codes. 'Cause who knows? Yeah. How y'all doing, man? Hope y'all's weekend starts out good. Hope y'all are warm. Hope y'all feel good. Hope y'all are happy. What's going on with the going? Hi, brother. Tell you what, man. That coffee mug's doing a good job. Thank you, dude. It's almost a little too much sometimes, but it's almost just perfect sometimes, you know. Like sometimes you want that little bit extra, but sometimes there's that little bit left where it's like, ah, yeah. It's good to go. Perfect size, good to go, man. Nice. Keeps her nice and warm, too. Yeah. Ticky saying hi, too. You saying hi? I hear you talking. Oh. y'all doing, man? I hear y'all. Hey, man, I'm doing a little bit of representing here for the Marine Corps birthday tomorrow. Veterans Day weekend. Salute. Kind of figured y'all been missing me because I've been riding my horse into Red Dead. Put on my Red Dead look. Got my Arthur hat on. Got my beard. Yeah, I grew my beard out. Let my hair grow out. Got my Arthur hat on. Yeehaw! I really can't make outdoor plans. Pouring rain, nasty. I wanted to clean all the leaves up. You know, all the trees are pretty much naked now. Want to clean the leaves up. Can't do that when it's pouring rain, because that'll let all the other ones fall. Mr. Puffin Stuff, what's up, buddy? Thank you, man. Salute for the Marines. Marine Corps birthday tomorrow. Veterans Day weekend. Salute. Important weekend. Very important weekend. Veterans Day is Sunday. We're celebrating it Monday. You know what Sunday is? 11/11. Watch out. The numbers are adding up. So how y'all doing, man? Y'all been working hard, I'm sure. Doing y'all's things. Oh, man. Hope y'all are doing good. Enjoying yourselves. Sorry, I ain't been streaming as much. I tried a couple times linking the game through the stream while I was playing it. It gets kind of hard to like communicate and talk while I'm trying to follow the game. You know, the campaign mode, the story, you gotta listen. You know, you're trying to worry where the gunshots are. Quick, over here, we need help. You know, you're doing that, but you're hearing the game, but then you see a comment and you're trying to talk back to the comment, and then the guy's getting shot. It's like, ah, man, I gotta shut the stream off, guys. I'm sorry. Yeah, it is, man. They did a real good job with that game, man. That game is like as many thumbs up as heck yeah. And a daughter in the Air Force. Man, salute to you, bro. My goodness. Good stuff there. I didn't really get a join active, like go to boot camp and stuff. But I performed a lot. I was a government employee, under government pay scales. I worked multiple government contracts. I've been all around. I live here in Virginia, where the Quantico Marine Corps base is. I've been all up and down in the Pentagon, friggin' Indian Head, Dahlgren, Annapolis. Yeah, man, I'm in the artery, the heartbeat of America. I'm about 35 miles south of D.C., where they call Fredericksburg, where George Washington's boyhood home is. Robert E. Lee is Mary Washington's great-great-grandfather. A lot of y'all don't know that. George Washington's wife is kin. Her father's family side is the Lee side. Or her mother's side, somebody. They show you Robert E. Lee's boyhood home, right up the street from George Washington's home. Robert E. Lee's boyhood home is right across the street from Old Town Fredericksburg in a general store that George Washington hand-built for Mary Washington's parents when he was 14 or 12. At this time, George Washington was already a 2-star commanding general for Virginia State Militia. By the time he was 14, 15, 16, he already had 2-star general on as a teenager. Yeah. So get that up. No, you don't salute like that. The Marines salute like that. Navy and other people may salute like that. The Marines salute below their eyes, just like that. You don't salute like that. No, you're not doing that. The Marines ain't doing, aye, aye, Captain. The Marines are doing this. And putting their hand back to attention. Believe me, I lived around the Marine base for since I was 4 years old to when I was 34 years old. 20 years of my life I lived there. My stepdad's a Marine, presidential security guard for Reagan. He is not saluting Reagan in any one of those pictures with his arm like that. His arm is completely like that. I'll bring the pictures. I showed you all the pictures. Reagan walking down the stairs, my stepdad right there. The green and white helicopter. Yeah. Hey, Newt. Virgo lover knows it. Yeah. Fresno, what's up? What's up, bro? You know I love your stream, man. California love. I'll show you a big thing me and my buddy do from Cali. West side? We did it. If you look at that, it spells we. My hands are all backwards. I throw up an East Coast for him. He throw up the West Side. We did it. Yeah, I'm trying to incorporate here on the East what y'all got on the West. Weed did it. But they don't want it where I'm at. I'm in the 13 original colonies. And when you look at that, right? I don't want to start showing the flag stuff. When you look at it, the clustering of the 13 stars shows this symbol. The same symbol that DC is symbolized on. The 2 triangle hexagon of their power of 6. And that's how they all live here. That's why they don't want to change nothing. They came here from Europe. They made their 13 original colonies. They brought all the bloodlines. They got the bloodline, the hairline of Jesus Christ family here. That's what they did when they came here on the East Coast. That's when they ain't changing shit in the 13 original colonies. They came here. Yeah, bro. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. But, you know, living around the military bases. See, I ain't even from the East, man. My real family's from the Midwest, around Illinois and stuff. We came here because this is where my mom's parents were at, serving their military time. And she's, you know, my grandparents put the bug in my mom's ear. Oh, there's a lot of work here, you know, work here, work there. And we came here and it worked for a minute, but it didn't work out. But living on that base, the point I'm trying to make is I met a lot of cool people from Cali, you know, like military brats, where their dads were in the Marines, and we were all growing up together. One of my best friends in high school was from Diego in the 619 in Hemet. And he's the one that kind of like, he taught me the West Coast life. Yeah, the Cali way, basically. I guided him, and I showed him the East Coast, you know, the places to view, the faces to people. Boom. He introduced to me the West Coast Cali hustle. Next thing I know, here we are chopping up QPs, running to town. His uncle's flying in from Cali. First time I ever hit California Chronic. When the Chronic was out in the 90s. Man, you hit that, it feels like your goddamn whole mouth turns to cotton mouth. Like, damn, we ain't getting this shit over here. It's like, nah, y'all are getting poop over here. You come over there to Cali. He used to always tell me, man, there ain't no hyenas here. Yeah, there ain't no hyenas here on the East Coast. You come to Cali, man. They know you're from the East Coast too. Pfft, all them Cali girls would be on. That's before I had a beard. I had real short hair, tempered hair. I had like a little spike hairdo. Oh yeah, man. I mean, I'm still kind of in shape, but you know, when I was a lot more into shape, being more active, you get old, man. I'm 38 years old now. I probably look younger without my beard. And this is strange, the beard, I never really thought I'd see myself with a beard and long hair like this. But when my father passed away in 2015, it's something like his spirit hit me. My dad's straight up hippie, Vietnam War hippie. He got out, he was living hippie life. You know what I mean? He got organized, running with the outlaws. Yeah, he's straight up, yeah. Talking riding around, bikers, hanging out with outlaws. Going out, man, selling 5-gallon buckets of weed all over. Associated with Willie Nelson. I mean, the real outlaw people. Willie Nelson, the outlaw. Hank Williams Jr., them people like that. The old heads. The old heads. Them people like that. Yeah. Let me try to get on this drums here. It's going to look weird with me in this outfit. But the kind of rhythm I'm going to try to play on the drums right now. This old redneck hillbilly Red Dead Redemption look is going to try to play some new age hip hop, reggae-ish, ska type of Cottonmouth King music. That's what I was just listening. I like a lot of Cottonmouth Kings, yeah. I know they're Cali too. I like that Cali music vibe. I really like music. I really like it. I really like it. I ain't trying to brag. If I can kick back, man, I can spit bars. I've been up and down the street. I know people that goddamn got friggin' underground records. I know people that are signed on labels. I done made them friggin' stick their head underneath the table during ciphers. Then that motherfucker, he blow, wow. But I don't want to be known like that. You get all that fame, you get a little bit of it. It's not like you get carried away in it in egos. Other people react to you in ways that you don't want reactions all of a sudden. You know, I'd just rather be Mr. Plain Jane, have my circle, exactly. I don't want to have all the attention. I just like my circle I try to keep. You get too much attention, you don't know who's real, who's fake or foe. Please distinguish friend or foe. And you really don't know. You get people trolling you, hey buddy, hey. And they go, you know, to go behind your back. Oh, that motherfucking crack, that motherfucker this, that. Alright, let's get to hit some beats. Man, salute to y'all. A little bit rusty. I don't know, I'm just trying to get beats and roll with them, man. I don't want to beat my meat. I get greeted in my visions when I'm sleeping by a thing that succubuses me. It's like I got my personal sex slave that personally performs a sexual act on me while I'm curled up snoozing. And I walk around like these people are curling me in my genitals. That also creates a six-pointed star on you. From here to your genitals, to your belly button, from your genitals, every round part of you, see it creates a star? That's where they all linking to us. Have you ever seen the bird's eye view of a lot of things? You can look, and where people walk down sidewalks, around blocks and neighborhoods, is the perfect shape of the swastika surrounding the buildings they live in. The swastika symbol, or that Z-shaped symbol, has been on Earth before the Nazis grabbed it. Alright, see you later. Okay, this ain't a beating the meat show here. Or trying to beat anyone around the bush. I'll tell you what, man. Other than the static, the drama, the football games, the video games coming out, if y'all really tune in to the planet, what's going on? Whoa. It's hard to grip. Yeah. It's hard to grip right now. Besides that, man, I got the Marine Corps, representing the Marine Corps up here. Salute. Happy birthday to the Marines. Happy Veterans Day weekend to all the veterans, to all the family members that got veterans. Hope we all have a good weekend, good, respectful weekend. Hope you all get Monday off, paid government holiday. I know, some jobs will give that to you. Some people gotta work. People in restaurants, gas stations, but some jobs still give it to you. Some jobs will say, hey, we'll give you time and a half on a holiday to work. I was always smart. Where I live, man, I made sure I applied for them government jobs. We need a skilled laborer. 2-year project. Shit, I'm right there. Y'all are out there laboring, doing drywall, or, being a laborer on a job for $10.50, $11 an hour. Man, you get on a government job, you're getting government pay scale. Davis Bacon. So you're like, damn. I'm getting friggin' paid $18 as a laborer? Hell yeah. Getting paid holidays? Hell yeah. I didn't even have to take a piss test? Fuck yeah. Shit. Buckos, what's up, buddy? What is up, man? Doing, man? I'm hanging in there. Put on the Red Dead outfit. Also got the Marine Corps flag up there. Marine Corps birthday tomorrow. And we got Veterans Day weekend, so trying to make some use of today. It's pouring, sloppy, nasty, rainy. It's about like 45, 47. It's confirmed. Man, I know it's a lot worse in Canada right now. You're already getting snow up there. Temperature's going crazy. If it wasn't going to rain today, I swear to y'all, I was going to put the camera out there first and do the leaf blowing, right? Then after I put the leaf blower away, I was going to grab the drum set and put the drum set outside till the sun went down. No shit. But it is pouring friggin' rain, man. You know, man. Long live the Marine Corps. My grandpa was a Marine, the man I'm named after. My stepdad raised me since, 1988, 2018, 20 years. That man been there longer than my real dad. My real dad was Army. His dad was Marines, my grandpa. My real dad was Army. My grandpa, my mom's side was Army. And then my stepdad was Marines. When do we usually get snow, Virgo? It depends. We can get it for Thanksgiving. We've had it right at the end of this month. We could get it the first 2 weeks of December. If it snows here in the first 2 weeks of December, we're going to be fucked for the whole rest of the winter. Normally, we get our snow, like when it's snowing, we get it in January, February, and March, the beginning of March. Right towards the mid part of February and March is when we really get thumped on. We really get thumped on. Let's see here. Current temperature. They act like you don't hear me. Current temperature.
It's 49 degrees in Fredericksburg right now.
49. I knew it was around 40, 47, 49. It's definitely colder when the rain's falling. 80% chance of on and off rain all day. Yeah. From heavy to light drizzle, on and off all day. Yeah. That was my actual goal, man, today. I want to get all the leaves out, get them away, because about 75% of them are already fell. After it was all nice and clean, I was going to have the camera outside, Gonna grab ice cold beer after I was done. And I was going to grab the drum set. I got a nice outdoor rug I was going to put it. I was either going to put the drum set on the concrete slab where the pool is and the pool cover, or I was going to put it where I have the fire pit, when I do the fire pit stream. And, I was thinking more with common sense. It'd be better on the slab where it's level. Out there, they're like field stones, and, it would be all... We don't got any jerky yet, but the first 2 deers that we've already they've processed and skinned, that they've harvested, the first 2 deers, we've already had back straps on the acorn. He did back straps on the acorn. So we're good. I'm telling him, man, we need that jerky. He has it, man. He has it where you can make them like skinny, like when you stick them in the tube, and you get all your stuff in there and you can squeeze it out. He got the homemade sausage makers, where you crank it out, you crank your meat and you gotta stick your skin on there like a condom, then you gotta tie knots in them, then make your other one, tie knots in them. Oh yeah, he made homemade sausages, brats. Fuck yeah, man. All out of venison, yeah. He got the grinder where it grinds down the meat, makes it into ground beef and whatever. Then he mixes it with some pork sausage or some sausage, and oh man. And then he got where like the jerky machine where he can make them like Slim Jims, or they squirt out, I think like a 1/2 inch thick, and you can make them that long, 1/2 inch thick strips. He has like all different kinds of marinade kits. There's like a nice little box that he has. Then he has like bone saws, 2 professional bone saws. The only thing the man needs is one of those big, beautiful stainless steel tables, you know, and a nice wash sink. Fuck yeah, man. But he does what he can. I like it kind of regular, where you kind of slice your meat to your size, and then you marinate it. I like the tougher jerky, where it's tougher. It's more like the old school, where you let it sit in your mouth and get soft with that salty coat. That's the kind of jerky I like. I'm not real big on like a Slim Jim or where it's all soft and chewy. I don't like jerky like that. I like mine tough, where you gotta, you know, stick it in your gum, suck on the flavor till it gets nice and soft. You know, wash your beer around with it a couple times. Get all them juices, a little bit of that meat comes down with that beer. And you move it around like a piece of tobacco, but you got a nice fresh piece of meat in your mouth. Then you get it real nice and soft and gnaw it on down. Kick them back. Yeah. You got snow here today, Bacos. I hear you, bro. I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, I heard it's already starting, man. Killer Nate, what's up, buddy? I know what's on Monday, dude. I know what is on. Oh, yeah, we're on Monday Night Football. Nate, you're damn right we are. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like the old school way, yeah. I just don't know the way to hydrate it. Yeah, I don't know the proper temperature on how to hydrate it to get it that hard, or you know, compared to more moist as a jerky. I guess you just hydrate the hell out of it more, you know, or you know, let it hang on your rack more or whatever. Yeah. I guess it'd be the term, like, let it burn a little more, but it's really not burning. I guess it's more smoking or dehydrating more, I guess, is the term to use. I don't know. Yeah, I know what's going on Monday. We're Monday Night Football this week. The Giants and the Niners. Yeah. Yeah, we did. God damn, Bacos. Thank God, man. Well, for right now, as long as you don't get hurt. Let's not jinx that. 'Cause we had a damn good quarterback, you know. Garoppolo, he got hurt. The other guy was good too. Gippert, the backup, number 3 for a while. But then, you know, you got to go out. Make sure you get someone at a little bit higher caliber. Yeah. Nick, I want to say Meyer. Nick, I know his name's Nick something, number 4. Not Nick Meyer, Nick Meyer, Nick. Yeah. It ain't like we're going to make it to the playoffs or anything. Not the way the Rams are playing. Yeah, we ain't going to catch up to the Rams. They're in the Niner division. We got, in the AFC West, you got 49ers, LA Rams, Arizona Cardinals, and Seattle Seahawks. That's our 4. I'm really hoping the Redskins, they'll get a wild card. But if they can't beat Atlanta in the season, they ain't going to make it past the wild card. I don't see them being able to beat New Orleans, maybe. You know. Are they going to be able to compete with the Rams if they make it? It'll be nice to see them get in there on a wild card, but to get past the first round, I don't know, Skins. They got it. They got the tools. They got the defense. You know, they got the tools. Can they do it? Yeah, they got it. They got a very good quarterback, a damn elite, friggin' Hall of Fame running back. Their tight end is phenomenal. He's played with Alex Smith when they both started their NFL career. You know, at the Niners together. They got a good relationship already. You know, they're a good team. Are they going to be able to do it? You know. Then again, where are we at right now? This is going to put us halfway into season, ain't it? Right now. Because the Rams are 7-0 or 8-0. Or we're right now at the halfway point. Yeah. We'll find out. We'll find out. I don't know what to think about the AFC yet. Definitely KC. I like to see KC win a Super Bowl. I would. That would be cool. Just two teams that never been there, KC and LA. That'd be cool as hell. See KC come out with it. That'd be cool. Yeah. I don't know, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. You know, the few of y'all are hanging out. I ain't gonna make it like an epic, super long stream. Try to go a little over an hour. What time is it? Yeah, it just hit 5 o'clock. Really ain't gonna, how can I say, like, not that I'm wasting my time at it, but I want to dedicate a stream for a little bit, you know. I did beat Red Dead, for any of y'all that might want to know that. I beat the story mode. I'm giving no spoilers either. I'll let you know I cried. I cried 2 times. In sadness and happiness. Which I ain't gonna lie to you. I sat there, a 38-year-old man, playing that video game, and started crying. In sadness the first time. And then I guess you go through what they call the epilogue, or the other 2 chapters at the end of the story. And man, I was just tears of happiness come out when you complete that. And it's like, wow, you know, this is a damn good game. Damn good game, man. I know online's coming up for a lot of people. The beta first. Everybody's waiting for that. Who knows where that's gonna get us? I'm sure that's where I'll be stuck at a lot. Cussing at myself. God dang it, I sat there for 3 hours. Damn laundry's backing up. I looked at the clock to one night, right? I was like, man, it's getting late. You know, I thought it was like, you know, 1:45 in the morning. That's about my cutoff time. I try to, you know, 1:30, 2 o'clock-ish. Try to keep a normal schedule. When I looked at the clock, it was 7:30 in the morning. I got the controller in my hand. I'm all tuned into the game. I'm like, whoa, the sun's up. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. No wonder I smell coffee upstairs. No wonder I'm hearing the kids running around all of a sudden. I hear you, Nate. I hear you, man. It's good, man. They did a real goddamn good job with that game. They did, dude. They did. It's really good, man. You know, and I'm not here to give no spoilers. I mean, if you want a tip, if you're stuck, I'll talk to you or whatever, you know, but sure, dude, sure. Yeah, we can get in a big posse together. We already got a group of buddies I normally party with. We do COD together. We've been doing Overwatch together. You know, just a group of guys I game and party with, and we're all like, yeah, I can't wait till we rob a bank, or yeah, Oh man, a train heist is going to be fun together, guys. Oh, I'm already thinking of plans, you know. Yeah. We'll get 5 of us here. We'll get this guy. Yeah, yeah. I'll see you up there, dude. I'll take care of it when I shut the stream off, you know. I'll see you up there. Yeah, and any of y'all want to link up, and we can get on there and do that in the future. I was kicking myself the other day, Bakos. I was looking through games when we got the Mutant Football League. I said, man, I bet you this thing got all kinds of updates, because remember how it would update when we first started playing it? I'm like, man, I bet you, yeah, different people are on teams now, yeah. I ain't thought to load that game up, yeah, in about a year. 7, 8 months. Yeah, that thing's hilarious. Heck yeah. It ain't no John Madden, but damn, it's fun. It's hilarious. Yeah. Hell yeah. It's a change of pace. Exactly. Exactly. It's like any other video game you play. You're going to get wore out. You're going to get bored. But, yeah, when you turn it back on, you'll enjoy it for a week or two. Yeah, 2 or 3 weeks. A month, maybe. Yeah. Especially when they get add-ons or different things like that. Yeah. Oh, man. I'm feeling that weather, though. You know, they say when you get older, you feel it. The weather, the cold. It is true. You feel it in your bones. All them fractures and, you know, all those owies I contained. I'll show you a couple times I've been stitched up young. You know, my eyebrows start twitching sometime. I got a big old stitch line here. And then right where this one ends, I mean, my whole eyebrow was hanging over my eye. Like that when it sliced open. They had to close it with macaroni, and then they put like a big patch on me. And then right above that is another scar. This scar is up above. This happened like 15 years after this one, but they connect. The end of this one connects where this one begun. And when my head busted open here, I thought this one re-busted open. And you know, I'm grabbing at it, and the guy's trying to load me up and get me in the ambulance, because I was in a drunken driving accident. I was in the back seat coming back from the bachelor party at the strip club. And you know, you'd never get in a car with anyone drunk. This is a lesson I learned. We were 5 minutes around the corner from the hotel, and you see why. My buddy was a drunk driver. We were all drunk. We should have called a cab, left the car there, left the hotel in the morning and got back in the car. Oh, no. He'd friggin' hydroplaned where the road gets kind of dewy, because the club closed at 3 in the morning. We're still in there having like an after party till 4:35 in the morning. Oh, a bachelor party. Okay, we'll kick everyone out and let you stay an extra hour, you know. We're in there still handing out 5s and 1s and, oh, last call again. Oh, you know, we're all running up there, 3, 4 beers in our hands, slamming 2 down before we sit down. Dad, I get $20 of shots from my friends over there. Yeah. Man, I feel like I did, dude. The way that was, I thought I did die. I don't remember getting an ambulance. The only thing I remember was being in the CAT scan, getting a brain scan to see if I had internal hemorrhaging, internal bleeding. Next thing I know, this light, and I hear the sound. Then they see the light, and I'm sitting in there like, whoa. I'm trying to lift up. The guy's like, no, lay down. You're strapped in there. You got to let the conveyor pull you out. And I'm going to keep you strapped because now I got to Novocaine you up. I need to stitch you up, buddy. I'm trying to grab at it again, and he's like, no. That's what I was doing when I remember him trying to get me out of the back seat. I kept trying to grab at it, but, you know, the EMT guy in the ambulance is holding the pad on me to hold the bleeding back. And, you know, he's trying to escort me out the seat, and I'm all like, where are we going? You know, obviously I can't see if he's covering my head up and it's full of blood, so, you know, he's walking me to get in there. That's probably why I don't remember much, because I wasn't able to see, you know, I had my vision impaired by the blood and the, you know, the bandages. And I guess I must have gonked out a little bit. A slight concussion I probably had in the goddamn ambulance. I don't know. I might have died in the ambulance. Who knows? Yeah, because that's like I'm saying. They put me in that machine, and all of a sudden I come out that machine. The minute I heard that light, it was like, did you just make a goddamn digital copy of me and wake me up now? Who knows? If they did, I don't know why they did. Here I am. Here I am. I hear a lot of people say that, Bacos. You know, there should have been a time, you know. Yeah. Well, they always say there's that, like, that deja vu realm, that dream realm, that realm that we say we're in now, in this time realm, and we all know time is controlled. It's very manipulated and controlled nowadays. Very controlled. Avionics, the government. Time visual impairing control. Yeah. Well, that's different with us being the Virgo sign, too, though. We're a little analytical more. You know, we're very analytical, very, very photographical and analytical to a lot of things. So when we notice something out of the norm, or not like at a nature stature way of life, you know, like the statued way of nature, we can feel the difference, the change, the like. Who rearranged the look of it a lot better than some people would just be like, oh, you know. Some people kind of like gollygant in a room. Like, oh, Virgos. And a lot of other people have this too, but I notice me, I'm very like, when I go somewhere, it's like, boom, I'm eyes on everything. When I get there, it's like, doof, the whole room enters me. Or I can stand here and I can almost have like that, what's that word? Acoustic. Or very artistic. Where they say Mozart, before he could walk into the room, he could smell or taste the keys if they were bone or ivory. He could smell the perfume and fragrances on women. It's like having a telepathy, kind of. I guess those are the big words to say. I was watching videos last night of this new, what do they call, radioactive visual scanning? Is that correct? And they, all the women that were doing it they were very attractive, beautiful black women that were doing this. I mean, these girls were hot. And they were doing like some kind of telepathy, visual looking underneath the airport in Denver. And they would hold their finger. And then where they would hold their finger, you would actually like see them put in their mind. And then they would make like charade symbols. I just visioned this in this section. And then you'd see her like touch something, the board where she's about to write, and you'd see her look. And then she'd go back to her pen real quick, and you could tell like she wasn't bullshitting you. Because what you hear other people talk about, or the actual camera footage that you've seen, I don't know if she watched that footage and then went in another room and then recited what she watched, or if she actually has that ability. But that ability, the way she was visually, verbally explaining her visual explanation, oh man, it's so phenomenal. This guy runs a business doing that, Bacos. On YouTube, you can watch a lot of his clips, and he goes all around the world. They scanned the pyramid. It's some kind of what were they calling it? Something scanning. It's almost like how we have satellites that can scan in buildings like that too. You know, they can count how many hairs are on my beard from one satellite in outer space. Yeah. It was really weird. Really weird. Yeah. Yeah. That kind of stuff, yeah, it really draws my attention. Because it's, you know, it's, we all live here together. It's like, you know, what really is out there? They say there's giants. We know there was giants, David and the Goliath. The Bible talks about it. They say the government's fighting them, bringing them here from Afghanistan. Yeah, like radiological imaging type of, yeah. You know. And in a way, we should be kind of glad that we are treated like sheep. Kind of the control that we're put in. Because I think if they didn't control us the way we did, whatever's out there would have already unleashed more than what it's preparing to do, you know. Yeah, things like that. Duluce. We've been talking a lot about the New Mexico, the Duluce. The one girl kept explaining, she said they keep kidnapping people. She said there's like a big concentration kidnapping center, she kept describing, below Denver. And she said it's weird. These 4-foot things that are very pale Caucasian-like, but they have dark black hair, and they all have the same hairdo. But she said the tallest ones are about 4 feet tall. They're the palest Caucasian color complexion with a very short, dark black hair. And she said they're in charge of these concentration areas where they take people like us and they shrink us, she said somehow. She said we're all, after they take us from this contamination concentration camp center, we're all shrunk down to about 1.5 feet, 2 foot tall. And she said, wait a minute, let me enter this room. She's like, oh my God. She's like, everyone's stored in like these live venic chambers where you're not in a liquid, but you're in like oxygen's in there. Your body's alive, but you're contained like in a test tube. And she's like, there's like aisles of them, like being in a toy store, but there's people that are all sorted out that were taken from this floor that were warped and shrunk, and that are all stuck in like this library. She said it's like a library of people all of a sudden. But they're not tall, 5 foot, 6 foot. They're all like 1.5 feet, 2 foot tall. And they're all on this perfect like little sectioned off thing. And she's like, what's weird is down here, these are all mixed races. She's like, I see Asian people. I see Caucasian. I see black people. I see Latino people. I mean, I don't know. That's where the clones could come from. Maybe when we die, we go there. They take us underground in these hospitals. They ship us in these tubes. They reincarnate us, do things to us. Because you got to think about it. Unless you actually take your family member and cremate him visually, did you see that that was your family member's ashes? Or can you take those ashes and be like, well, hey, before I take these ashes and I hold my grandpa every day in these ashes, can you prove that this is the Doyle DNA? Can you prove that the ash is the DNA? Or are you going to get spoofed? Oh no, that's a bottom of friggin' ashes from a goddamn coal field somewhere. Who knows where the dead carcass and the soul of your grandpa went? Maybe they stuck a needle in them, reincarnated them, and they're slaved them under earth now. That's why a lot of these old country boys I live with, they deal with no murgatory, they deal with no coroner, they do old school southern funerals in your home, visuals, they go out and hand dig the hole. They hand dig the hole. They hand lower the casket in the ground. I did it for my best buddy and his mom. My best buddy died. One of my best buddies I grew up with. He died in about 2007, 2008-ish. He ran into a logging truck that had no safety lights early in the morning. He didn't even see it in the middle of the road. He came up. By the time he was going down the hill, he tried to e-brake, tried to brake, he tried to stop, he's trying to cut the car off, the car's sliding, boom, ran right in the side of the logging truck, trying to back out, had no lights on. It should have had lights, should have had somebody up there on the top of the hill, maybe, giving a warning, had nobody backing up the trailer at first. He flew out in the windshield like Superman. And then about right before my dad passed away, his mom died of a bad lymph node cancer right underneath her right shoulder blade. And what's so weird, my father died of the same thing. A bad lymph node cancer right underneath his right shoulder blade, almost behind his breast and his nipple. And see, now my dad, he was supposed to be put in a tomb, because in Alabama you can't bury people. And I was supposed to lay the first cornerstone. I was supposed to walk on the head side of my dad, walk him to his tomb. I was supposed to work with all the masons and the bricklayers and the Indians and the people that he was affiliated with, laying all the brick and block, making his tomb. He was supposed to have a place for his wife in their tomb. Hey, you bury people above the ground, deep down south. You can't dig. You can't have basements. You can't, no perking. It rains, you walk outside, you're leaving footprints everywhere. Virgo lover knows what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about down there in Alabama. And I didn't get to be there. I didn't get to witness none of that. And now they're all telling me, well, no, your dad didn't even get put in a tomb. They cremated him. But then I'm still sitting here and I don't even got the speck of a goddamn ash. So how do I know if he's cremated, if he's dead, if he's buried? They didn't even call and tell me the day that he died. The day after. I get a postcard from a girl that joined the goddamn army. That's a goddamn lieutenant serving time in Afghanistan. Sends me a postcard 3 goddamn weeks later. This goddamn lives in Virginia. That hangs out with my mom and dad at the bar. And no one else tells me nothing. None of my sisters, my mom, my dad, my stepmom. Get no phone call, get no invite. What the fuck? That's real nice. Yeah. And then when I'm down there living with them, I mean, I ain't begging for it. I ain't wanting it. I don't want the money. I want the heirlooms. I mean, yeah, I could use the money. Through an inheritance or Social Security or, he was a Vietnam veteran, so he used the VA for his medication and all that. Well, I guess that drained all his Social Security. all his medical bills for the finances he would have been able to leave behind. I guess he had a bill that was left behind to where no one in his family could gain a financial inheritance. But to me, I don't care about the money. Money comes and goes. Family heirlooms, they don't come and go. You lose a family heirloom, it's gone. I can't replace those old milk jugs from the 1700s that say Doyle on it. I can't replace that double-barrel shotgun, 10 gauge, hand-carved stock that my great-great-grandfather carved and handmade. I can't replace all those masonry bags and bags of tools my dad got. The concrete mixers, all the tools he got, all the old hand farm tools my grandpa, my uncle, and my dad used to use. And in my eyes, what does anyone in Alabama want with that shit? They don't care about it. That wasn't their grandma and grandpa on their farm. They're two goddamn girls down there. What does a girl want with a bag of goddamn friggin' brick and block laying tools? What does a girl want with her goddamn great-great-grandfather's double-barrel 10-gauge shotgun? What does a girl want with all them goddamn still photos on my family's farm with Abraham Lincoln forming the goddamn 1st Cavalry and making all his generals for the goddamn friggin' Union War, slaving my goddamn family off their farm, feeding all them cocksuckers? They came to my farm, the Doyle farm. Top hat. I got pictures of it. Abraham Lincoln, my great-grandmother in there, serving fucking food to all his cavalrymen. They ate our farm's food, our eggs, eating our chickens. We're slaughtering pigs for these motherfuckers. You're an atheist? Well, I'll tell you what, Snake. You may be an atheist or you may be a snake, but I'll tell you what. When people die, there's a spirit that'll come to you and talk to you. And if you don't believe it, you better believe it. Because I know when I seen my grandfather at his funeral, and they put him in a 9-foot hole, because they double buried in Illinois. He went at the bottom, and then my grandma's going on the top when it was her turn. But they put Pawpaw down there at first, 9 feet down. Right? Now listen to this. That night, I slept in my bed, in my grandfather's bed. Woke up in the middle of the night, cold, dripping, oozing sweat. Started looking around. Who was standing right next to me? The spirit and the apparition of my grandfather talking to me. Don't worry, son. I'm with you every day now. I ain't in that big black box in that big black hole. I'm with you, son. First thing my grandma asked me in the morning, who were you talking to last night, Donnie? I said, Pawpaw. She said, excuse me? Come here. I said, that Pawpaw woke me up. He was talking to me. I was like 3, 4 years old. I know how to talk. I know what I was seeing. I'm a Virgo. All of them will come back to life. I worked on the Quantico Marine Corps base. I seen apparitions of Navy soldiers in their uniforms. That's where they in World War I and World War II in Quantico. Is where they rehabilitated soldiers. They would help cauterize and amputees, all them people. And then it was also known as the Navy Shipbuilding Yard. And then they would ship more people out to the Eastern Front. And then they also, the people that weren't getting buried at Arlington, in Quantico, they had a big warehouse where they would sort out all of our dead soldiers from World War I and World War II. And in that warehouse, you'd see all the American flags, but they would be sectioned. There might be 8 people going to Ohio on the train in the morning. Out of those 8 people, you had 5 Marines and 3 Navy men and an Army man. It's not just Marines or Army or Navy. And then what they do, they load that train up. And then they drop you off in your state for proper military burial. You know, when you're here, I think you can get the choice of Quantico or Arlington. Or, you know, your national government ceremonial. I've been to a lot of those 21 gun salute ceremonies. I've been to a lot of friggin', I mean, I'm here. Civil War friggin' battlegrounds, Civil War Confederate cemeteries, all over the place where I'm at. It's here. Arlington National Cemetery, Quantico National Cemetery. It's here, man. And what they say at the end, you know, the dead will rise and either be accepted or cast back down to the hell. You got to think about, you know, with God's Son. You know, he died, then he came back 3 days later. Underground, they unrolled the rock. Those are all proverbs the way they spoke. Those underground moments of time that we don't know are as what's controlling our reflection of the only time that we are given to be in. You got to think, they said some of these things that are actually living on Earth, that are living in us, are 1,500 to 1,800 years old. These frequencies, these connections, these computers. I've been told we ain't nothing but the sperm and the dandruff off a giant nutsack. I've been told that by people in the military. And you read the Bible, and what does it say? God's Son stood above every man on the Holy Lands, almost in the length of 2 miles tall. Taller than the buildings that everyone else looked like ants around. Yeah, these things are here. They live in Colorado, they live in the mountains. You can look where the actual mountain ranges are sleeping giants, and Earth just formed around them when they were all annihilated by what's going on above our head right now. It only happens through the cycle of the realm. It's going on right now. The asteroid field, the corona hole. But now man is trying to tamper with it, to think we can control it. But we just fucked it up and made it a lot worse. Our planet is uninhabitable, to let any of y'all know that now. We are past the pollution. We are building their atmosphere for their new race. Their reptilian, radioactive, manipulative mind controls. Their snake-like, Illuminati, sacrificial children, cannibalistic views, their orderings of death and ignorance. And I mean, I don't want to put no names out there like that. I seen a guy in the stream 2 nights ago, totally possessed out of his mind, calling his God of Satan, humming and speaking these words like he got some kind of satanic Bible of other rulers and leaders that he friggin' what's it called? Praise to. We go to church and say God and Jesus. He's in there screaming Satan and Hilamandores and Scublindus and casting spells and death and pestilence on people. And I can't wait to join this military of the mutants of the devils of America and butt rape children and fucking. And I'm like, I don't want that. I don't want that in my life. Why are you blatantly just screaming on the top of your lungs, wanting to cast spells upon people's children? You're in there on your stream watching someone else's stream while they're having a pretty good vibe and a good positive stream, and you're in there like, no, it wasn't Martina. It was a Latino race person with the name of C. I just can't believe it, man. It's like, wow. Man, people have become other people than kind of the way when I know them. A lot of people changed. A lot of people's changed. But what I realize is it's not them that changed. The computer frequency changed them. The trance that they want to live under changed them. The chant that they talk. Remember how I heard them? Almighty God of Satan and the Holmes and the Hellis. And I'm like, you're really studying Satanism, ain't you? Not me. Crazy. Crazy. Freaking, the world is a vampire. I know, Tiggy. It bothers you. The Deftones. The Deftones bother you, Tiggy. I know, brother. Tiggy Bear, huh? It all comes tumbling down, it all comes tumbling, 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 tumbling down. And it all looks you like a clown till they frown. They walking you like your shoulders and your tongue. And then people manipulate you 'cause they know. Walking you like they talk, you hear the don't even think these people know where they walking, talking. They want to just pass their heads, make you walk on your legs. They want to just hang on hips, use you for what they slip and lie and pacing. Now you see what y'all lying facings, y'all lying facings. People's minds, they all shoelacing. They're just sitting there view imitating. They don't like you 'cause they hating. They hating and they spread it so bad they run around here like confetti playing tag. Tag you in through a play of a right-handed script on a left-handed person's name. A name till it's stuck there through the smirks of their cane and they want to act like the right of your brain. It's in the song the way I've already explained it. It's outside in your eyes the way it's already rained it. It's sitting there in a disguise for the curse of a heck where you're just worried about stepping on my neck. Walking all over the back of my heels. Hanging on my shoulder using my hip for a ride. Till all of a sudden everyone squeals. There he is, there's he that, there's he that. Let's just sit there and let him carry it on his back. And now we're all going backward. Remember back? Where people never heard it? The thoughts and the scenes of their minds and their tongue. They're all following people. And the rhythm. That's why I try to beat the drum and walk the beat of my own drum. But see what people done? They're walking people all day and they want to beat them. They want to beat them for the vision they walk. They want to beat them for the moments they thought. They want to beat them with their hand. And sit there and say, that's a freaking plan. They want to beat you like you were funny. And then they look at you, ha, I got money. Then their emotions change when they ain't got none. But then they're looking at you, saying, give me some. And they're trying to give and give what you can. But what are they giving you? Oh, I'll give you my left hand. I'll ride the white horse for you, Satan. That's the only thing I can do in the end of these days. And I can help when I'm a Caucasian. That's just constantly explaining. the hypno-ride. They hate the way I explain it, 'cause it ain't them on the telephone playing ganglet. Then they're dangling enough to dangle at your angle. They look at you like you're the one they want to mangle. I can't believe somebody really wants to eat my feces and walk like my speech. Who wants to eat me for my feces and my semen? A different species that's ignorant? They ain't even human being. What are they doing? Trying to be what you know, what you're seeing? Then you explain it, and what do? They want your shoulder to scheme on and a hip riding. Ooh. All up in your doomgala. Is it your job to look at me and follow me around like a serpent and a snake? You don't got a heart, so it's my heart you want to break. Oh, it's Medusa's heck. You walk upstairs, they're already dizzy and drunk and probably already drank a half-gallon of it. Then they're all worried about every way you look. They want to act your hand, but you grab it. What you took through the rhythm of your mind. And they say they don't live nowhere, they live on your spine. Step I find every door that I walk in. Next thing you know, I'm being crossed on every floor where I'm gawking. Next thing you know, I'm standing there like Medusa left you. Then nothing's clean. Your view's the way somebody obsessed you. And you're sitting there like a game of tongue fetty. And you're running around here, feeling your hair, flopping around. You grab your hair and your whole body playing. Hey, lift and shout. I can't believe somebody wants to play in somebody's body and use you like hopscotch. They got teletones using me like the karaoke machine. Oh, he's over here. He walked over here. He just turned on the shower. Oh, he's taking the dog for a walk here. I think I got time to do that in my life, to lock one of you people's mind, moods, reputation, routines, and everywhere you look in life, to sit there behind a computer like I'm really sitting there with the teletone following you behind the organs of the body of your soul, and you're so unorganized, the only thing you want to do is act like the path of my heart friggin' beating and where my eyes are friggin' greeting. Then every time it's time to eat, you're having a rude fight. You got booze all over the place, and you ain't changed your clothes in 2 or 3 days. You're sleeping with the same clothes and shoes on, and then expecting me to create and tighten up all your made-up, plagiarized slacks and illusions. Are you really delusional? Are you really silly? Are you really not understanding me till you're acting around it, saying, oh, really? Like that? I really like then? Are you really just sitting there, living Medusa's triflings? Then you just want to throw it and act like it's known in someone else's direction. You know, people walk around here, I know that, so I'm going to sound like that. Shoot, I'm going to go over there and put that guy's CD on. I want to sound just like him. I want a haircut just like, don't be a cookie cutter, be unique. I try to be unique, you know what people try to do? The back of my knees, and every time I walk out the sheet. These people don't make the bed, they don't clean their damn sheet. It's time to go to bed, they're laying with clothes and socks and shoes still on their feet. The blankets and their sheets and their pillows all over the floor. Their mattresses turned in different directions. The curtains, everything hanging dysfunctional, smeary fingerprints all over the windows like somebody threw somebody there and left them stuck in the window, and they're screaming, help! I can't escape, bouncing off the wall, rolling my eyes to the right of me, and then sitting there like rotten fruit and vegetable, and she's just running around with 6 fucking arms and everyone's hairline like running water down the back of your eardrums. That's a proverb from the Bible. It's more than oxygen. I explained to my mother, have you noticed the intrusive pattern here? You clean it, you make it clean, you're cleaning, you're making something, you're putting something back. What are they doing? 5 seconds, 5 minutes behind you, rearranging everything, throwing a fight here, throwing the freaking cushions off the couch over here, all the folded laundry's here, throw it on the floor over here. Then they say, hey, I got laundry for you to do. Half the goddamn laundry basket's folded clothes still. Excuse me? I did laundry for 10 hours yesterday. Got your clothes all nice and neat. You can't walk them up, put them in your chest or drawer. I forgot your chest or drawers like this. One's on the floor. The clothes are all over the place. You don't got 2 pairs of matching socks. But then you want to go imagine at my chest or drawer, grab my socks, grab the way my underwear's folded, and think your legs are walking and gliding into it day by day. It's like a trance she's in. I feel her literally shadowing me above me. I'm downstairs. My closet area is in the washroom. The minute I'm in there at my chest or drawer, getting my fresh underwear, getting my socks, getting dressed after my morning shower, brushing teeth. These people running past brushing teeth, they brush their teeth with a cigarette. Hey, good morning. Then you get there, and you know what it feels, your routine of getting dressed. Next thing you know, you're doing this, you're doing this. You think your leg's going, and you're doing this all of a sudden, like, what the fuck? And then right above you, you literally feel like if someone's just sitting there on your neck shadowing you. And you feel like, I'd stand right there at the window, the basement window, so the light's in there. You start seeing like something shadowing on the light at you. Then you walk upstairs to get the rest of the food buckets, to get the water going for the dogs, to get the rhythm of the house going. Open curtains, shut 15 lights off, knock computer programs off that are just sitting there, tablets playing, telephones playing, nobody doing nothing. Everyone curled up on their back with the goddamn blanket at 1:30, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and then they're just wondered about, well, why are you just doing this? Why are you starting to do this? Why are you like this time? Why are you making this and then it looks like this time, and anywhere else I don't like the way it looks. Like to disconnect everyone's mind, and we just look in here like a text message all the time. You can't live without it. Oh, almost disgusting. She comes home every night, got to load a dishwasher, got to put laundry away, got to fold people's laundry. She comes home 12:30, 1 o'clock at night from working. What are they in there? Drunk, dizzy, passed out, can't sit on her couch. Tells everyone when you sleep somewhere, you sleep in your bedroom. Why is it the minute I goddamn come home, 2 you goddamn people want to run in the goddamn living room and lay the fuck out in the living room? And then watch me under my breath cuss at your mess. And then y'all walk around when you want to lift and reach out of a couch and go to a liquor bottle and go, hey, you gonna drink with us, Alma? Three gallons of liquor they drank a week. 3 gallons. On top of probably 50 to 60 beers. How do you consume 50 to 60 beers and 3 gallons of alcohol every week since these people's lived together here? I don't want it to be none of my business, but it's in my environment. They're all in my business. I get a 30 flat of beer. I can get it Monday. It lasts me all the way next Monday. I'm comfortable. I got a good buzz. I ain't silly. I ain't pissing myself. I ain't waking up dry heaving, puking. I ain't looking at dinner, cussing everyone out, throwing it across the middle of the fucking room because I want to take one bite of it and smoke 3 cigarettes real quick, jump down the kid's throat and cuss at him, and then laugh. And they don't like you for what you know is going on. Now, I tell you what is and how. I told them it ain't very godlike. It ain't very caring. Thank you. Suck one of my dick. I said, how does a woman have 3, 4, 5, 7 dicks? And you're literally telling another man the way a man would be like, hey, bitch, suck my dick. You're telling a man out of a woman's body with titties and a pussy to suck one of your dicks. Are you just wondering what it's like to want to have a goddamn dick and a pussy? You want to become a hermaphrodite. That's what ISIS did in the pyramid Egyptian era. She cut her brother's dick off, stuck it above her pussy hole, and was the first mutated hermaphrodite. That's why Noah had the flood. She was the one in their fucking serpents. Half fucking minotaur hoof looking men. She's the one that created this game. Look. She's the one that created this curse. Half hoofed men. See them? Above their waist, the shape of body, men. Below their waist, like walking goat or sheep. See? That's why she's somewhere else. Her mind is so delusional, she don't look, and I know she don't know how a Virgo looks. I seen her staring with the telephone right in the hip and the ass cheek area of my dad one day. Didn't know I was there, and it's like she was wanting to freeze parts and movements out of his body and look at him like some weird illusion. And then when it's clean, it's sunny, the sun's there, I'm giving you the limelight for everyone. Everything is the way it analytically looks, without doppelganging, shape-shifting, transforming, tongue-nippulating, lizard-lipping. She's running around there and thinks she got 20 of these underneath people's waists. She thinks you out of how you stand. You're in the scene of where somewhere else is fucking. Like someone's air fucking. You know how people play the air guitar? Or people will be just sitting there at the red light. They'd be kicking back doing the air guitar. She's playing air fucking in her head. How she would want to hear the life and the soul of someone else in her body's action. You know how you feel and hear the music? That's what they feel and steal the souls from people. Then they look at everyone like your arms hunched up, like your body's in a sexual position, walking, and people are air fucking. And then they're playing karaoke with people's bodies. No, I don't gotta look like that. I'm colorblind. I'm looking at purple, blue, and fucking red illusions out of my telephone. It's like I rattle a telephone out of here and it jumps into this person's body. And the reality of the realm of the real vision. That ain't a tree over there. There's a snake. Yeah, the one that crawled down it. The snake, and it crawled in my pussy hole. Goddamn snake didn't crawl down the tree and crawl in my dickhead hole or my asshole. A snake crawled in her pussy hole. That's how she become like a reptile. She become metamorphically acting ignorant. Started thinking like she had 6 arms to move like snakes. Started thinking it was gonna let me eat a fucking live creature. Creatures didn't do that on Earth. They said when you walk in heaven, the lamb will walk next to the lion. The lion will not devour and kill the lamb. When you are granted the gift of heaven, you will be given your white robe and walk on streets of gold. Why is gold so important up here? 49ers, my favorite team, gold miners. Why is gold the key to every communication channel that you all receive? Your TV has it, your remote has it, your cell phone has it, every one of your computers have it. Platinum, gold. I think he put a platinum hit on the wall. Gold record. I think the big currency of the world is gold. Who got the control of the gold? Got the control of the communication. Who got the control of the gold got the control with God. Look how they would bury kings and mummies in full-dressed gold headpieces, golded in shroud. They buried Indians and giants, 18, 20 feet tall, with plates, they say, big plates the size of 19 to 20-inch dinner plates. It's the highest carat golds they could find, and they would lock their hands on that channel of gold right below their rib cage, right on their belly button, where their whole soul can be energized again and revamped to life, resurrected through the communicative channel of gold. Why do you think they're underground, snorting metamorphical gold? It's grind down as fine as the cocaine people snort, but it's gold. Yeah, gold dust. It's on the planet. The richest of the people snort it. The elite. It's their wave of communication. They communicate like a cell phone with inner speaking to each other. They don't need a tab and text messenger. They got like an ESP circuit. Bill Gates has had that in his mind, and his wife and all his goddamn IT technicians. Bill Gates can think in his inner reading voice. You know, your voice speaking aloud like I am? Okay, now put your reading voice on and read aloud to your mouth and read the book. And tell me the difference. Now handwrite an essay, what you read and understood through the words the way you felt it. Well, the way he does it, he sends telegraphical messages through their minds. He can tell his house as he's driving. Garage door. He thinks it electrically happens. Shower, turn on and start warming up. He walks upstairs, the shower's already on, warming up. All he got to do is take off his goddamn sweaty clothes from hanging out at the gym or whatever. You're in there, you're done. You don't got to grab for the goddamn shower, turning it off, worried about bending the shower off. You get up in there. Vanity light on. You don't even got to say it, just think it. Vanity light's on. You're walking out your room. Walk-in closet, light on, door open. His thoughts are thought out like that. Walks right out the room. Closet door open. Vanity light door on. Closet door open. Light on. Closet door. You probably got tire rotation. Tire rotator. Start rotating. Stop. Your hand don't got to do it. Your thought does it. What's your greatest muscle? Your mind. Your eyes. Right? Your mind. Your eyes are connected to everything. That's you. No eye is the same as another. Unless you're brainwashed, computer chipped, and programmed. Then you get these AIs. Then you get these people that are like in a trance. Then you get these things that are like in groups and gangs, and they're possessed by a cocaine or a heroin. They're in like a sleeper cell. Yeah, they're evil. I've seen people look at me high on their dope or their ecstasy or their cocaine, and you can tell when they're talking to you, it ain't the person you know. It's like something jumped in their soul, and you can even like see like the way they would be standing tall at you. It's like something got them a little smaller, and it's standing in the inner organs of them, possessing them. That's what made me stay away from a lot of that. I've seen the rotten trance of people on cane. I've seen it. That's why I don't like it. I don't want it. It's nasty. It makes people's mind not who they are. Oh, cocaine tells it proves everything. No, it doesn't. Cocaine is the worst lying, satanic, the devil's dandruff. How you take something where you're puking, you're ice cold, you're shivering. You sacrifice your fucking children for a fucking grain of cane to stick in your nose. You do rotten, sexual, satanic, goddamn deeds to be high with a needle in you with somebody. Jesus Christ. Well, I'm going to shut down the stream here. Had a good 2 hours with y'all. Depending on how the weekend goes. That's Veterans Day too. Yeah, that football game. Yeah. So depending on the way the weekend goes, we'll hopefully do our Sunday and Monday night football game. We'll see here. I don't want to pound with the drums too much. I know it bothers Tiggy. I'd love to go on for about another hour, you know, but I get ready for her to cast more deviant spells in my direction. Walk around here like she wasn't sucking off my dick while it was hard, speaking telephones to think she could answer her mouth out of some goddamn man's ball sack semen at their eyes when they're sleeping. Oh, it's rotten evil. That's what a succubus does. And there's a male version called an occupus. Evil. Nasty. Earth is... But we are building our planet for this other race too, that is soon to be the New World Order. We have to build their atmosphere. I don't know. Y'all have fun. Hang in there. Take care. I guess when I can what's this word? Hand over wrist. That's where I live. I talk, I know my white teeth, right? All of a sudden I look, I feel like I got a black mouth of teeth and I got 2 teeth hanging in my head. Something just wants to play face on me. I don't know. So who knows?